Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very good afternoon to you all. Firstly, I would like to thank the Stewardship Asia Center for inviting me to share my thoughts on sustainability and unveil the list of SL25 for this year. I think you all will agree with me that the current state of the world is quite worrisome, and the outlook across many aspects is not encouraging. 20 years ago, we started talking about climate change. Then we escalated it to climate crisis. Today, we talk about climate catastrophe. The United Nations Secretary General this year used the word of global boiling instead of global warming. Many of us might not realize that we are now in the middle of the largest global hunger crisis in century. According to the World Food Programme, around 800 million people, or 10% of the global populations, are facing chronic hunger. More than 330 million people are facing acute levels of food insecurity and do not know where the next meal is coming from. This is a sharp increase of 200 million people from pre-COVID-19. Mass migration is also happening in many parts of the world because livelihood has been severely disrupted by climate crisis and conflicts. Post-COVID-19, income and wealth inequality has widened markedly in most countries, and many governments have to cut down social safety net programs because of budget constraints and macroeconomic instability. Moreover, digital divide and modern technology, like generative AI, will widen inequality of opportunity and could take away the existing social ladder, which is already limited in many countries. Those at the bottom of the pyramid may not be able to afford or have access to modern digital technology, and poverty will become intergenerational. It is undeniable that our actions, our lifestyles, and the way we conduct business have contributed to the current state of the world. If we do not look beyond our own self, and obviously with love, as Kun Chawali just said, and if we do not address these issues seriously, our future generations will have to bear significant costs. Over the years, it is encouraging to see many firms across industries, across different sizes, embracing sustainability in their business conduct. But as Rajiv has shown in his book, they have different scopes, approaches, strategies, objectives, and commitment in doing so. Given the current state of the world and its grim outlook, we need to ensure that sustainability efforts address the root causes of key problems, be impactful, and be commensurate to the challenges ahead. Allow me to share with you my thoughts on how to move sustainability agenda forward so that we will not regret our own actions when we look back 10 years or 20 years from now. Indeed, these points echo key messages that we have heard from many prominent speakers throughout the day. First, we need to ensure that we focus on sustainability in substance as opposed to sustainability in form. In the current business environment, the world is full of sustainability reporting, disclosure, ratings, and awards, which require substantial efforts to fulfill. We need to ensure that they will not dilute or divert our commitment and efforts away from the substantive sustainability agenda. Second, we need to make sure that sustainability is strategic. Sustainability needs to be incorporated into core business strategies. It needs to be well planned, well executed, well managed, and well monitored, similar to other important business strategies. If done well, sustainability will help differentiate the firm from competitors, enhance competitiveness, improve risk management, and successfully recruit and retain talents. Third, sustainability is a journey that will create values in the long term. We need to wear investment lens when analyzing or making decisions on sustainability initiatives. Similar to most strategic investment projects, sustainability investments are critical but may not generate quick win results. Fourth, sustainability requires creativity and innovation to generate higher value while keeping costs under control. Without creativity and innovations, firms may lose competitiveness when embracing environmental and social aspects into their business objectives. Fifth, while firms in the Western world tend to focus on the environment, in the sustainability agenda, I think firms in Asia and emerging markets cannot ignore the S, the social, and the G, governance aspect of sustainability. In reality, we cannot improve the environment if there is no good governance and if there is no livelihood security. While the Western world may talk about ESG principle, we in Asia and emerging markets should rearrange it to GSE to reflect priority in our part of the world. And lastly, to make sustainability a successful journey, we need to bring key stakeholders on board. And to ensure that stakeholder engagement and commitment will last, one cannot ignore issues related to incentive alignments when creating a sustainability ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, these 6 points in my view are fundamental to making sustainability practices sustainable. The most important question is how we can ensure that these points be adopted by for-profit organizations. My answer is that it requires steward leadership mindset and also love at the top of the organization. Board members and senior executives need to have genuine desire, commitment, and persistence to create a collective better future for the next generations when making decisions and designing business strategies. The concept of steward leadership needs to be well aligned with the values of the organizations and be translated into proactive actions and business conducts. Indeed, the concept of steward leadership is nothing new. It has been practiced by many firms in Asia Pacific that strongly believe in doing well by doing good. Each year, SL25 honors 25 companies or projects that have demonstrated steward leadership excellence within the Asia Pacific region. In assessing SL25 submissions, the judging committee evaluates key components of steward leadership encompassing the purpose and values, long-term vision, tangible outcomes, creativity and innovation, and commitment to long-term sustainable impacts. For 2023, we have received submissions from 3 main areas: uplifting communities and society, environmental sustainability, and responsible financing. For me, it was very encouraging to see the majority of the submissions focusing on the S, or uplifting community and society. It was also encouraging to see a wider geographical distribution of the submissions this year, ranging from Australia to Lebanon, with impressive stories from new countries such as Mongolia, Nepal, and Japan. This year, SL25 list showcases initiatives that have demonstrated steward leadership excellence through their values, commitment, creativity, actions, and impacts. They clearly showcase practical examples of how to improve our collective future while delivering profitable growth. I should also highlight that steward leadership is a continuous journey of improvement. This year, we saw some companies making the list for a consecutive year, showing their commitment to steward leadership. I would like to congratulate these companies on their commitment and encourage other companies to aspire to make the list in multiple years. I very much hope that the SL25 list will create inspiration in the Asia-Pacific region and stimulate sustainability practices that are sustainable, strategic, creative, innovative, long-term, and engaging with stakeholders. Sustainability practices need to be impactful and commensurate to future challenges for the humanity, society, and environment. Ladies and gentlemen, although I began my talk with a grim outlook of the state of the world, we should end this year SL Summit with cheers, because today there are 25 more reasons that give us hopes and inspiration. Without further ado, please join me in congratulating the SL25 honorees of 2023. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the 25 trailblazers that have shown steward leadership excellence within Asia Pacific. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you SL25 2023.